obviously we're not going to be successful to spread the gospel to every person if we all concentrate ourselves into just a few localities. And we're told we don't need mammoth institutions. We don't need to centralize everything. We need to be able to expand and grow. However, we do need centers that are stronger. Battle Creek for a time was very important, and they needed quality teachers there because they were training people to go out into other places. So you do have to have some of these bigger schools to train leaders to go out and start other schools. And that's really what Madison was. They were training leaders to go start other projects. So Madison grew to be pretty big. I mean, they had 450 students there at one point, though I don't know if that was God's plan necessarily for them, but it wasn't long, before long, and they already had 100, 150 students in those early days. So it grew to be large, but it started small. And all these projects, Wildwood and Uchee Pines and Weimar, they all started small. Wildwood started here with one house. Weimar maybe have started a little bit bigger because they bought that property with all those buildings on it. But they had a small team, and that one may be an example of a little bit of a faster growth. But most of the projects took years to develop. So anyway, we have 400 ministries around the world, but that's a drop in the bucket. That's a drop in the bucket. There needs to be thousands of ministries. And there needs to be more training schools. There are most of the places in the world, Seventh-day Adventists cannot easily get missionary training. So there is a huge need and a lot of opportunity for more projects. But yeah, we should think of where they should be. I mean, we don't need to start a medical missionary school right next to Wildwood here. We need to look to where places where they don't have them. And that's Light's mission or vision, is to see that every Seventh-day Adventist can get access to, medical missionary training in their country and in their language without having to travel, anywhere else. So there's a huge amount of work on that. I mean, we're not even scratching it right now. Really, we're not. So we need more growth now. But yeah, we should not be afraid to start small. I think most projects start small. We say, if you want to get involved in ministry, pray for God's vision, but then we follow the 3 S's: to start simple, to start small, and to start soon. Right? So don't be afraid to start small. Despise not the day of small beginnings. And but don't wait for God to hand you the golden egg, a big institution, $1 million or whatever it is to start anything. You'll never get off the ground if that's your plan. So yeah, we got to be willing to start small.